show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We are just getting started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This might spell danger. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, no joy this time. He has found the way, takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Pirlo goes short, and he's been shifted off it. Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. Roberto Baggio. Driving forward. Oh, good take in a good area. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! He's delivered all right! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Kaká receives it in a good position here. And it's Guardiola. Kong and Hanoi already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Valverde. Roberto Baggio. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good ball. Real chance. Well taken goal. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example.
Can he finish? And it's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Owen. Stojkovic. Pepe deals with that comfortably. That's tidy. And he's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
That pass isn't the best. He's found the way through. Oh, super ball. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Goes for goal! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Rolls it backwards. And it's Seedorf. And this is Owen. Owen driving forwards. Great chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Valverde. Now it's Hazard. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And Del Piero! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Kaka.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Guardiola. And here's Baggio. And he's running through. Kaka. To Hazard. And this is Del Piero. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Kong and Hanoi are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Kong and Hanoi claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. The second period is on the way. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. And here's Stojkovic. Stojkovic! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Guardiola. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard. Now it's Del Piero. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. Kaka will not want to lose out here. Not again. Tries a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. And here's the chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Valverde. And here's Hazard. Kaka. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Valverde. Kaka. Knocks it into space. Oh, great chance! He's had a shot! And that is well cleared. And here's Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. And the shot!
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hazard with the short one. Opts to chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Kaka. Wriggles his way through. And here's Del Piero. And he shoots! And there's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now. Oh,
Goes for a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
that's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Kaká is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Azar. Kaká. Azar. Passing is crisp and sharp. And back to the keeper they go. Cafu. Into the last quarter of an hour. Vieira. Valverde. Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. He is through here. Oh, well played. Kaká. And it's Stojkovic. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Owen. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Cross goes in there. And a chance! It's a goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is...
Ảo thế anh Minh.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Seychelles lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a fight. And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Neves. Looking tidy in possession here. Thuram shapes to shoot! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Bremer. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
O'Reilly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kong and Hanoi yet to have an attempt on goal. That is ended up in no man's land. Casemiro.
Seychelles definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Tchouaméni. Look at the space here. Mbappé. João Neves. Now O'Reilly.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has not gone well. Goulet. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Foden. João Neves. Foden. And here's Thuram. Foden receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Locatelli did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. O'Reilly. Now it's Alvarez. Looking for the run.
Và
Out for a throw. Casemiro. Locatelli does well to get it back. And it's O'Reilly. Driving forward. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham engages and forces him off the ball. João Neves. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Bellingham. Tries to cross. Casemiro can get it clear. Locatelli. And he's managed to get rid. It's gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get it through? And the ball is out of play. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Locatelli. Goulet. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of... Great chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Locatelli goes short.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is out of play. Bremer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Marmoush! That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So off we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Real chance! He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a delicate pass. That's the keeper's ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Seychelles clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chance!
And
that's a good
Made it well.
They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Seychelles have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to clear it. He's found a way through. It's Casemiro! And there's a goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Seychelles are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And it's Locatelli. And here's Marmoush. Can he finish? And that's another fine save.
Marmoush really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Pass somewhat off target. Casemiro. Now Foden. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Hernandez. Locatelli. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Foden, who has set up 2 goals.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played towards the other side. Tchouaméni. Time and again they are repelled. Alvarez. And it's O'Reilly. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, he's not getting any further than that. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution on the field. Number 87.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 33.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's Ferran Torres! And that's a tiny finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Seychelles are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That's been cut out, well played. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hakimi. In towards the back stick. That's a decent clearance. Nice control. Close shoots! And yes, it's there! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
There will be
Brema.
3 minutes added time.
Tchouaméni. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. Ruggeri. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly...
Ở Hà Nội em có
cái dấp này nhớ quay lại vị trí để sau rút ra còn biết cắm vào nhá. Này, cái này hôm trước mình có sửa thành màu đen này nhưng mà lại thích làm mua thích màu đỏ nên là thôi hơi phí công sơn một tí. Ốc này này. Ok, sẽ cất đi nha. Sẽ thử ra một cái tí. Sẽ rồi, thế nào đây? Nó thấy đẹp không? Lau bên trong nó gì? Đây, có đi đâu? Đây là mình có. Này, cái này là số ảnh đúng không? Này chưa? Cái này nhớ quay lại vị trí để sau rút ra còn cắm vào. Cái này hôm trước có sửa thành màu đen này nhưng mà lại thích làm mua thích màu đen thôi. Hơi phí công sơn một tí. Ốc này này. Ok, này cất đi nhá. Sẽ sửa lại một tí. Đấy, thế này này. Đặc biệt nhất là lau bên trong. Để cũng nào.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very... Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's quick to return it. And it's Neves. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to...
Oh, good climb! It's in!
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Seychelles are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Szoboszlai. Played to Casemiro. João Neves. João Neves. This is promising. Locatelli gets across and deals with it. Driving forward. Great vision. That's good play. Flings it. Impressive jump. Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Taken back almost at once. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Mbappe. He might be in here. Mbappe! So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Pedro Porro. Now it's Mbappe. João Neves does well to get it back. Oh, that's well spotted. Gyökeres. And they are prompt with their pressing. Szoboszlai picks it up out wide. Tries to pass it through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bremer. And it's Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Mbappe. Foden. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Foden has got himself a free kick. Seychelles are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Mbappe. O'Reilly. João Neves. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He won't be happy with that one. Casemiro. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shifted it to the flank. Has to go back here. Looking to play him in. Pings in across.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He'll try from distance! Kong and Hanoi with the corner, they're first. Locatelli with the short one. Seychelles have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Kong and Hanoi come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Kong and Hanoi have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Kong and Hanoi can do this.
And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's an excellent interception. Wirtz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thuram is a shot at goal! No, just not quite. Ruggeri, who's set up one goal so far. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's nice. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Bellingham. Wirtz. Oh, nice touch. And that is a little undercooked. Traumeri. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to get it clear. Still just a single goal between the sides. No way through. Looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Turner. Number
Gyökeres
47,
needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mason Greenwood. Number 20, Ferran Torres.
Knocks it out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. And he shoots! And again! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Haaland. Kong and Hanoi perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
It's their second corner of the game. Locatelli goes short. Bellingham proves just a little bit too... Tries a shot! Goal! And they're back in front. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Kong and Hanoi leading now.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. Seychelles really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Porro. O'Reilly does really well to win the ball there.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And this is Marmoush. Looking for the run. Now it's Greenwood. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Soboslai. And he was alert to it.
Seychelles really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well timed, excellent interception. That is good alertness.
There will be 3
And that has left him in a heap. And he has been fouled there. He's in a great position here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. Ferran Torres! And that's a tidy finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement.
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be.
Students. 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 Super ball out wide. Students. Students. Super ball.
Oh.
Now I need someone to breathe me back to life.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Spread to the right. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedro Porro, and he's whipped it across. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Wirtz. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely, now then. Steve Mbappe! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Kong and Hanoi with the corner, they're first. Header! It's in! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So, a breakthrough already. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. And that was asking for too much. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now he's got space here. Great vision. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is just off target. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Wirtz. And the shot! Bremer. And it's Locatelli. It's Bellingham. Threads one in. Chance, surely! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Locatelli. Oh, super ball. João Neves. And now they can spring out of defence. Gravenberch. Good, strong midfield running here. That's a good ball. Oh, well played. Locatelli. Gyökeres. Szoboszlai. And here's Foden. And that interception was most necessary. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get it through?
Seychelles really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He is through. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. Pedro Porro looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, easy pickings there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Alvarez. João Neves. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kong and Hanoi do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gyökeres, who's set up one goal so far.
There will be 1
Gravenberch.
minute added time.
That has been cut short. Oh, good-looking ball. Foden.
Không hết giờ thì mẹ trọng tài.
And it's O'Reilly.
Oh, really well played.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Kong and Hanoi coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. And that's another good win of the ball. Pedro Porro. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberch. João Neves. Oh, that looks a decent... And he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Pedro Porro. Now Saliba. Locatelli. That's a good ball out wide. Araujo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, nice interception. João Neves. That's going wide left. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham. Kong and Hanoi are still that goal to the good. Gravenberg. And it's Szoboszlai. And it's O'Reilly. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Thuram. And here's Foden. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's nice. And the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution on the field. Number 87, John Evans. Number
The two
47,
coaches are signalling
Phil
changes here,
Foden.
both at the same time.
Number 9,
So they have it all to do again.
number 11,
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
number 22, Musiala. Number 20,
Now it's Szoboszlai.
Ferran Torres.
Lovely pass, but
Number
can he get
18,
there?
Nathan
Deeply
Davis.
away.
Substitutions taking place.
Yildiz. Kong and Hanoi still have the cards to affect this game. Locatelli. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Haaland. Stood up well to him there. Gravenberg. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Tchouaméni. Gyökeres. He was under real pressure there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. Yildiz, aimed at the far side. And he was quick to react. Has a look and place it forward. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No way through, so back it comes. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Seychelles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The final 5 minutes. Musiala. Now, can they get him away? Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferran Torres. Locatelli. And claimed it back swiftly. Goulet. Gyökeres. Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. It's a promising position. He's in a good position here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Knocks it into space. This looks promising. Gets his head on it! Oh, off the bar! And he's gone backward here. Driven in. Konate gets it away. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's been given away. Thuram! And that's a tiny finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Seychelles restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Guirassy. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Alvarez.
Seychelles definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's been hooked away. And it's Tchouaméni. That is a brilliant interception. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's picked it up out wide. Quick look, then plays it in. Cleared without hesitation. Played over towards the opposite flank. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. João Neves. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Ruggeri. Now it's Guirassy. Some really good ball movement. Pedro Porro opts to play it back. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, it's a great ball here. And they've got rid. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham has created one goal already. Oh, he's burst through. Guirassy. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so the action is resumed.
Kong and Hanoi clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
João Neves. And here's Alvarez. Foden. Kong and Hanoi needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Foden. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's O'Reilly. Now it's Foden. Backward it goes. Thuram. João Neves gives it back. Now it's Alvarez. Saliba did well to stay calm there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice.
Szoboszlai! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution on the field.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 11, Thuram. Number 47.
It's going to be another corner, I think.
Number 87.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field, number 21, Mbappe. Number 20, Ferran Torres.
And it's Valverde. Looking for option. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution in progress.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Muriqi under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mbappe. Valverde. Kong and Hanoi still have the cards to affect this game. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Ferran Torres. He's played it back. Good ball, good take. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has to go back here. Ferran Torres shoots! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Seychelles really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Seychelles have their third corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yildiz. And it's Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pedro Porro gets into a good... And a header! Harmlessly behind. Casemiro. That's tidy. Ferran Torres. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Locatelli. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Might be danger here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Kong and Hanoi have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Pedro Porro goes short. Can he get it through? Pedro Porro risks. Pedro Porro has been caught there. It's a foul. Casemiro has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
He'd been asking for that, Peter, and it puts him under much more pressure now.
Has crossed into the middle. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Ferran Torres.
There will be 3 minutes.
And he's in
added
on
time.
goal. Valverde. Ruggeri wins the duel this time. That has not gone well. And the number on the board is 3. João Pedro. And here's Ferran Torres. Now, who's going to... Decent chance! And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to fight.